What's up everyone? Welcome back to another episode of the KO Game Room. Now it's been a little while since I've made one of these, and I'd like to break the silence by reviewing one of my favorite racing games from my childhood, and that is Automobili Lamborghini from the Nintendo 64. Now I don't think that anybody would argue that Lamborghini is easily one of the most well-recognized automotive manufacturers in the world, so naturally any video game throwing its name around would leave expectations high. Titus Software was able to get the licensing rights to use the Lamborghini name when developing this game, which was released here in the United States in 1997.
Get ready!
A very straightforward arcade-style racing game, Automobili Lamborghini has 4 playable game modes: Arcade Mode, Championship Mode, Single Race Mode, and Time Trials. Single Race Mode can be a useful tool to improve your skills on any track, of which there are only 6. As to be expected, in Automobili Lamborghini, you begin the game with nothing but Lamborghinis. You can choose from a Diablo or a Countach, each with a few different colors to pick from, but little difference in performance from either model.
Look out! Get ready! Go!
There are also other unlockable cars in the game, including the Porsche 959, Ferrari F50, Ferrari Testarossa, Dodge Viper, McLaren F1, and the Bugatti EB110. In order to unlock these cars, you must complete various series of races with a qualifying position in both the arcade and championship modes. This is where the game actually becomes difficult, or at least for me it did. As you can see, I successfully unlocked the Porsche 959 by beating the first series of races on arcade mode, but failed miserably on the second series, over and over and over again. Eventually I just gave up and looked for a code to unlock all of the cars. When running a search, I found that there supposedly exists an easy-to-perform button sequence that allows all of the cars to be used. The code is to press the R button 6 times on the title screen. It seems simple enough, but I can assure all of you that I've tried to enter this code multiple times, using different controllers and on every screen that I could. Never once was there a sound indicating that I've done anything, and when I get to the menus, no cars had been unlocked. Now, I would be pretty embarrassed to find out that I've somehow done something wrong here and that the code actually works. So if that's the case, let me know in the comments below.
Checkpoint!
Either way, it seems like an awful lot of trouble to go through just to be able to use a car that more or less has the same performance as the Lamborghinis that you start with. Not to mention you just end up using them on the same 6 tracks, against the same dumb-as-dirt AI opponents. So once you've made it through the tracks with any of the cars, there isn't much else to do or see in this one.
Checkpoint! Watch your tail!
Interestingly enough, this game was released here in the United States before Japan received their version of the game in mid-1998. But apparently Japan still got the better game with a few minor upgrades. The game known over there as Super Speed Race 64 was in fact Automobili Lamborghini, except with the ability to customize controls, choose yet another level of difficulty, and the addition of changes in the weather.
Checkpoint!
The gameplay is solid and will provide challenge and entertainment for as long as it takes to get through the 6 courses, but it leaves something to be desired. The track designs are okay, but the backgrounds are generic, the cars all sound tinny and similar to one another, and all the music is very uninspired late 90s house music. Considering the already crazy number of racing games on the console, any additional one would have to have been pretty remarkable to leave any sort of an impact. And aside from the recognizable Lamborghini branding, this one was not.
Watch your tail! Checkpoint.
The game does, however, hold some pretty deep-rooted nostalgia for me. I played the hell out of this one as a kid, and went as far as to unlock all of the cars at one point. It's only now, after many years, that I revisit it, and while I had a lot of fun recording the footage, two things became obvious when doing so. I was not nearly as good at this game as I remember being, and what I remembered as an exciting, cutting-edge racing game simply has not aged well at all.
Checkpoint.
But if you were a collector like myself, a fan of the N64 and its racing games, or just really enjoy bland house music, then you might want to give this one a go. It can be found just about anywhere that deals in old cartridge games like this, and I'm certain it couldn't cost too terribly much. Released in 1997, that's Automobili Lamborghini for the Nintendo 64, and thank you all for watching.
Checkpoint.